Hi everyone, you're probably watching this video because you want to know how to become an armed security officer in the state of New Jersey. In order to become an armed security officer in the state of New Jersey, you need to obtain your SORA certification, SORA, Security Officer Registration Act. I'll make a video of how New Jersey came about that act for security officers in the state of New Jersey. So in order to obtain your armed security certification, you have to go to the New Jersey State Police website. At the service bar, you're going to click on a drop down. You're going to go to services. Once you click on services, you're going to go to SORA certification. Click on SORA certification. It's going to walk you through the steps of how to create an account to register yourself to become an armed security officer. You're going to create an account, put in your information, or if you already have an account, you're just going to log in and you're going to register as an armed security officer. It's going to walk you through the steps. It's going to ask you some questions that you have to answer honestly. And schedule yourself to get fingerprinted and take a 8-hour course. I believe it's an 8-hour course still. But yeah. It's the same thing as when you became a security officer if you held SORA in the past and this is your first time going for your armed SORA. It's the same class. But once you obtain this certification, no, it does not give you permission to carry a firearm in the state of New Jersey. It does not give you a right to work as an armed security officer in the state of New Jersey. Why is that? Because you still need to get your New Jersey CCW permit, your New Jersey Concealed Carry Weapon Permit. That gives you permission to legally carry your firearm in the state of New Jersey. And with that armed security officer certification, that gives you permission to work as an armed security officer in the state of New Jersey through a licensed security company, of course. All right. So if this is your first time becoming an armed security officer, let me suggest that, and you never owned a firearm before? If you never owned a firearm before, hold off on getting your armed SORA because it's a lengthy process of getting your firearms ID card and your purchase permit and your concealed carry weapon permit. And it all depends really on the the city or county you live in. Because most of these cities or counties, they're backed up. Because New Jersey, I don't want to say recently, but New Jersey became a carry state. Once New Jersey became a carry state, a lot of people applied for their firearms ID card, purchase permit, and now everybody wanted to get their concealed carry weapon permit, right? So I would do that first. Once you get all that done, because you're possibly going to be waiting 3 or 4 months max, maybe a little bit longer. And the reason why I'm saying to hold off on getting your SORA is because your SORA is only good for 1 year. So every year you have to renew it. So I'm just looking out for you guys. I don't want you to get your SORA, your armed SORA right away, and then you're waiting months to get your firearm stuff out of the way, but now half of your SORA is gone. So you just wasted money. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. Because that's what I did. I mean, this isn't the first time I worked as an armed security officer. I've worked as an armed security officer as a contractor for Department of Defense. I'll talk more about that later on. Um, but I ended up deciding to get my state armed security officer certification as a side gig, I guess you could say. Um, but that's what I did. I got my carry permit first. It's a good thing I did that first because it was a process. It was a process. Once I got all that stuff, then I got my arms SORA. Um, but if this is your first time getting your arms SORA, I'm sure you should know, or I'll tell you now. On that same website where you register as an armed security officer, there's a drop down section where you put in the county you live in, or you could put in whatever county you want. It's going to show you all the instructors in that county. I'll have their name, phone number, email address, or website so you can sign up for a class with them. All right, you need to get fingerprinted to get your CCW permit and to get your armed SORA certification. All right. I think I covered everything that you needed to know. But if you have any comments or any questions, please feel free to drop them on the bottom, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you, and be safe out there.